You know, it's kind of an interesting situation. Being back here in Malta, playing as Malta in a World War II game, you know, Malta, I guess, had some strategic importance, but as a sovereign nation, didn't really exist, and if it did, wouldn't really have done too much, probably. But yeah, we're back today in the Great Tower of Malta, funded via various international crimes endorsed by the government of Malta. Yes, it's a very, very good day for Malta, you know, for this show to be taking place here. I'm honored to be here in Malta, especially with the tower. Who knows what's gonna happen with this tower? I've even heard rumors that they're planning on building this tower infinitely high. Like, what does that mean, infinitely high? How do you get a tower infinitely high, right, guys? Guess we will find out shortly, I'm sure. And luckily, we have just received approval to build up to the 50th floor. I don't know, that's starting to get pretty big. This is getting close to being one of the largest buildings in the world. I would be surprised if once it gets to floor 50, it's not the tallest. Let's do some upgrades. We have some spare gold. Oh, let's not use our Bitcoin just yet. We're saving that for a special day. Yeah, we'll just build some more floors. There we go. Also, we're going to leave the allies because they're stupid. Can we leave? Or are we stuck in the allies? I'm pretty sure we can leave, right? Oh yeah, I was just stupid and I couldn't see the icon. Yeah, ignore me. Oh, and now we're in the Axis with Goering and Mussolini. Oh wait, the Axis doesn't exist. We're now the Maltese sphere. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't quite see this one coming, yeah. Yeah, And now we're going to invest in elevator music. That is what the tower needs, if anything. It's surprising that we've got this far without elevator music. It's unrealistic, if you ask me, you know. Some sweet elevator vibes is really what we need here in Malta as we watch our fellow faction members slowly get destroyed by the Allies. Yes, in a recent study, it was shown that an average Maltese student in high school would spend 25%, a quarter of their day at school, and 50% in the elevators from home to school. A shame, isn't it? The schooling system is so messed up these days. It was first proposed to add vending machines in the elevators, but those would take up too much space, and during a recent test, one man was put in an elevator from the first floor to the headquarters. When he arrived, the vending machine had already been emptied, and the guy was starving, hitting the machine and begging for more. After that failed experiment, one man came up with such a simple yet genius idea: music. Since then, all elevators in the tower had been equipped with speakers diffusing Maltese music all day and night. A brilliant solution. Or in jetpacks. Ah, yes. While fishing, we found a Bitcoin. I love finding Bitcoin in the sea. Feel bad for the miner that lost it, but it is now ours. They're destroying the environment anyway, I guess. Hello, so we have 7 Bitcoins. We could get a futuristic medium tank. I kind of want one of those, and you know, I am very well known for having these things called the Chad tanks, very powerful godlike tanks. I think that if we could just buy them with Bitcoin, that would be much more efficient for our economy. Futuristic medium Maltese tanks. Oh, beautiful. I hate how they're 30 widths, and this is just vanilla, so it should be 40 widths, but still, this is beautiful. Thank you, Bitcoin. This is how we save Italy. We save Mussolini, we win the war. And I guess Goering too, but you know. I feel like he's gonna pull a TNO and go conquer the entire world or something, so I kinda hope that he loses. I don't know. Still not gonna join the war though, just in case. I always do have the option of just kicking Italy out and then making an alliance with Luxembourg, Bhutan, and El Salvador, which is probably ideal. Now Goering's beginning. He just declared war on Lithuania. If he's crazy enough to declare war on a neutral country when he's in this position, who knows what else he'll do. And Germany is recreating their faction, kind of, since we stole Italy, which is interesting. Sure, I guess this helps out our cause, since we're technically in a faction with Italy, and soon we'll have Bhutan, El Salvador, and we'll steal Luxembourg from, or I guess Luxembourg's not in the Allies, because Germany hasn't done the round of Maginot yet, yeah. See, this is amazing. Now we're getting about a new convoy every day. So now every day we amass more convoys, so that when our privateers come back, we send them back with even more men than they started with, and they bring back gold. We build the tower. When the tower gets bigger, we can build more dockyards, because I don't really know how you build dockyards on the side of a skyscraper, but apparently it works. So we just build the dockyards on the higher floors of the tower, and then we make more convoys to get to more pirates. It's the endless cycle of the Tower of Malta. It's a brutal cycle, but it keeps us alive. And our height is still small, which is very funny. Also, about Yugoslavia being, you know, on the axis, it's starting to turn around a little bit. Yeah, declaring war on Poland was the last mistake he could afford to make, so Goering is no more. And now, unfortunately, we have hit the maximum floor once again, sanctioned by the government. They say that we could only go to floor 50, but I have ambitions much beyond that. Floor 50. It's ridiculous. We'll cancel this focus and immediately ask them to go to 100. The tower in the Sovereign Military Order of Malta has reached its greatest extent at 50 floors, from a high-tech development floor to a Maltese celebrities floor, to even a floor created out of candy. It seems that the tower's might is limitless, and it's only the beginning. Yes. You're so high, yes. And it's time for some fun venture capitalism. The Republic of Turkey delivers an investment portfolio. We'll aid them. We will do what we can. Maybe we can build the great Tower of Istanbul to stand side by side with the Tower of Malta. Of course, we would regulate it and make sure that it never reaches our height. Oh no. Poland-Romania has formed, and they're probably going to be at war with the Soviets soon. Oh no. And oh no, and Portugal's gonna join the Soviets. Oh, what's gonna happen to this world? Is anybody going to respect the great feat of capitalism and imperialism that is our tower? I guess we don't really need to worry about the rest of the world if we're just gonna build tall. That is true, yeah. And we have hit the limit. The new limit of 100 floors. Its height is godly. So we will approach the government once again and ask to increase the maximum height to 1,000 floors. Yes, 10 times the current height of the tower. The highest floor in the world, surpassing the clouds and even Mount Everest. The 1,000th floor is home to nothing. A floor full of empty space with no true purpose other than just existing. What do you expect? Not all floors need to be used. We can always just make more. That's true. Also, we have increased the population of Malta to 1.36 million. That's good. We haven't quite caught up to cities like London and, well, this is just all of Brandenburg, but like London and Moscow. We still have a ways to go, but we're getting there, kind of. So this is so weird because this Yugoslav Confederation exists, and then a Yugoslav Confederation in Istria exists, which is a puppet of Germany. Well, I don't know, this is just bizarre. And like Ireland joined the Allies after the war ended, along with Liberia? I don't know why they joined the Allies after the war ended. That doesn't make any sense. Interesting. And Austria, which was in Germany, voted to officially join Germany, I guess. Yeah, this is a big German democracy. Also, yeah, Spain naval invaded Poland and Danzig, so that's also interesting. You know, we'll watch the world burn as we just build our tower to the heavens where we will eventually rest, I guess. And yes, depending on who's in our faction, we can get cool names like the Dragon, if Bhutan's in our faction, the Red Lion, if Luxembourg's in our faction, the Football League, if El Salvador's in our faction, or if we can catch them all, we can proclaim ourselves the 4 Pillars of Destiny. Like, I guess, are we all just going to build towers? Anyways, we've hit the maximum amount of privateering we're allowed to do. We have 100,000 people employed in the industry, which is pretty good. That's okay. So since we've hit the max, we don't need to be making all these convoys really anymore. We can just make some destroyers or something. We of course have to build a giant navy to intimidate the rest of the world. Probably should have just built like sub-4s with snorkels, but nah. I want to build a massive surface fleet to rival even the Royal Navy itself. Our puppet masters will soon be begging for mercy. And here we are, the 4 Pillars of Destiny. The best faction ever to exist. It's extremely small though, it's hard to see the name, because every country in it is tiny and not connected by any land border, unfortunately. And Zog submitted to Republican Italy, which is a puppet of the UK. And as we hit floor 336, it looks like the tower's already leaning just a little. That's expected, but not very good when you have a tower this tall and this, skinny, you know. Anyways, it's time to approve the tower up to floor 9,999. We're not that close to reaching there, but we'll someday get there, and we should just be approved to that in advance. Wait, German North Africa? You rarely see German North Africa in HOI4. That's a rare one. I wish I could say the same about, Vomit China when Japan and Manchukuo take every other tile. But yeah, that will, however, be the end of our ambitions with the tower today. We have lots of work left to do. And we will continue this next time in the final episode of the Great Tower of Malta, funded through our illegal activities as Malta, but soon, once we own the entire world, we make the laws, then they will be illegal no more, and we will have everything. We will build tall, and we will build wide at the same time, yes, because only such a thing can be accomplished in Malta.